Hello, sunshines. How are you today? Or tonight, or this afternoon? I have been sitting here for the longest time trying to create this video, and I'm so jealous of those people who just get on and just do, and they're done, or at least they make it look like that's what they're doing. Anyway, I went to a symposium yesterday for women, and I wanted to share a couple of things with you. One, I did a couple of mini interviews with my flip camera, and when I'm done talking, I'm gonna give those couple of interviews to you. If you happen to be in the upland area in Southern California or the Inland Empire, you might want to meet any of these ladies. There's also a couple of curves managers that were there. I'll give you their locations as well. They were fabulous women. You may want to check them out. They didn't want to be on camera though, but I will give you that information. In addition, I had written a meditation a while ago for people who lead seminars and conferences, and I had created it in a PDF format so that they could read it to the participants. I revisited the idea recently and decided to make it for the participants directly, which would be you. So if you ever go to conferences or seminars, it's designed for you to get maximum input and maximum output from your time there. And I will give you a link for that. I'd like to say, listening to it for myself, that it was actually quite advantageous, but I guess you'll have to find out for yourself whether you think it's advantageous for you. I would listen to it for a few times if you know that something is coming up, and see what you think, and let me know what you think. Let's see. The last thing I wanted to say is that there was a recurring theme yesterday. I met some women that were beautiful women. Oh my God, they were gorgeous women. And part of the gorgeousness was, I believe, the internal gorgeousness, which couldn't help but overflow to the external. However, from their reactions, I could tell that they didn't quite believe me and didn't quite feel that way. So I told them that there's been many times where I've had conversations with people, and I've said to them how I feel uncomfortable in my own skin and how I'm not sure about how I look. And they're like, come on now, really? And they're like, what you talking about? And I'm like, well, exactly. Right back at you. What you talking about? So my point to you is that odds are, since this does seem to be more than just me, there's probably some fairly good odds that if you were watching this, you might be one of those people who doesn't see the beauty that you are and doesn't see how beautiful you are. And I just wanted to say, just think about these words maybe next time you look in the mirror and you think otherwise, because the beauty that you have in you, oftentimes people will see it, and somehow we gotta give ourselves more credit, more slack, be nicer to ourselves, love ourselves more. I'm not quite sure why we do what we do, but we gotta stop doing it. So anyway, without further ado, I will give you these few interviews. You have a wonderful day. Please stop by and say hey if you're on Twitter. JOLOPE for Joy, Love, and Peace is my name. Jalope.net is one of my many websites, but it's kind of like a hub. It gives you a little bit of everything that I do. So thank you again for stopping by. Thank you for spending your time, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Have a great day. Bye.
Of Skin Physicians and Surgeons. I'm a board-certified dermatologist. This here is Erin Jensen, our PA. She's a dermatology PA, and we work in Upland, California.
Okay. And what is it that you're here for today?
This is a symposium. It's a Girls' Day Out symposium, and it is just for us women in general. Learn about a little more about health, and we provide a little information for them, give them some little gifts, and just have a good time.
Is there something in particular that you personally feel is important for people to know?
I think it's really just to show them that we're here, and that, if they're looking for a dermatologist or they have interest in any of these kinds of things, we're here and we're accessible. And I think it's nice when they meet you here, because then they feel I mean, it's that initial step that is tough for people to maybe make a phone call and go see somebody. But if they meet you and they kind of see you and they feel comfortable.
My name's Sean McLean. I'm a physical therapist, a Reiki master, a certified stop Pilates instructor, and certified yoga instructor.
Is that all?
That is all. Yeah.
So you are here to talk about all your wonderful things then?
Yes, we're here to promote our studio. We have group Pilates classes. We do Pilates personal training, yoga personal training. We have massage therapists. I have a physical therapy practice out of Oswego.
So is there anything out of like what you do that you think is prevalent these days? Like,
Pilates is really, I think, with the aging population and people being into health, I think that's really up and coming. And I've also noticed that more and more people are also doing energy healing work, and the Reiki practice that I have, more and more people are interested in learning how to heal themselves, their family, their pets in particular. So that also.
do you do work with pets?
I work with my own pets and my friends' pets, but there is a woman that I do work with, and she does work with animals.
Do you want to mention her name or?
Alicia Johnson, and I don't have her info with me, but.
Okay, well maybe you can give it to me and I could stick it in here or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure she wouldn't mind if you
No,
share.
she would love that. She would
Okay,
love that.
cool. All right. So anything else you want to say?
Stop by and see us.
Called a Live Aid. It's basically a self-breast examination kit that you do at home. It's designed to feel as small a grain as a grain of salt. Okay, and it's to detect any kind of lumps in a woman's breast. So if you're worried about breast cancer, this could be your very first and fastest way of finding if you have any lumps or.
And how do you use it? What do you?
Well, you place it over your breast. It is a self-examination kit. You place it over your breast, and you do your self-exam.
Okay. And somehow
So once a month,
through that you can feel.
You can feel as small a grain as salt.
And how does it work that you would feel it that you wouldn't feel just with your hands?
Primarily because the tips of our fingers don't have the sensitivity that the gel inside has.
Oh, okay.
It's very interesting how that works. It just works that way.
Huh, okay. And Curb sells these?
We sell these. They retail for about $10.
Walking the year I turned 60, and it was the first long-distance walk for breast cancer that year, and it was a 60-mile, 3-day event, and I started to see if I could walk 60 miles, so that's how it all started, absolutely, and I didn't realize it was a fundraising event, and then when I realized that, I decided I wasn't going to do it because I didn't want to do any fundraising, but of course I eventually did and raised $17,000 the first year, and then that became as much of the challenge as walking is the challenge. So I've continued doing that, walking all over the country. I just finished my 108th long-distance walk, and next weekend I leave for Charlotte to do a 40-mile, 2-day walk. And I have raised $1.133 million. Well, I mean, I wear a banner on my back with probably 700 ribbons, and I am walking for all of my donors and for all of the people they want me to walk for.
Is there anything that you would like to talk about?
Well, the one message that I really want to get across to everybody is the best thing that we have right now is early detection, and that means regular mammograms, and that means regular self-exams. So that's the most important message, and a reminder that men also get breast cancer, so they need to be alert also.
Okay.